why are you harassing me? I didn't do nothing wrong. So he just told you we weren't doing anything.
You're under arrest.
Stop it. You're
Put your hands behind your back.
no lawsuit.
See, I'm calling for a lieutenant or a captain or a major.
At this particular time, no, I'm not going to be interested.
In the year 2002, I was no-knock raided by the Chief of Police, Michael Moore, of LAPD with an entire SWAT team, twice in the same month. Since that date, I began studying the history of America and constitutional law. I am an autodidactic constitutional law scholar. Over the past couple years, what I've done is I've been able to devise a system, understanding that the police have created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that they use to arrest you. I've also created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols for you to follow that gives you back the power when you're forced to interact with these jackboot thug pigs. It has become a tyrannical jackboot thug police state, prison state, death state. I will win the governorship and I will change the policies from the top down.
Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me?
Oh.
Can you just keep them out of your pockets, please?
No, I don't have. You don't feel? I don't have anything in my pockets. Well, don't be silly.
Why don't you settle down a little bit, okay? It's something I do for my safety.
If somebody comes up and harassing you, you would get a little like, why are you harassing me? I didn't do nothing wrong. So
who's harassing you?
It feels like harassment.
Okay.
Now you're exaggerating.
I need you to settle down.
There's no.
Based on the information I got,
can talk,
based on the information I was given.
You're not in power over
Okay,
anybody.
I'm about to put you in handcuffs if you don't stop.
Not. Put me in handcuffs.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
So let me tell you what the call was.
Wrong. I've done nothing.
Let me tell you what the report was.
I don't care what the report was. He just told you we weren't doing anything, and we are the two people involved.
Nah, normal speed's fine.
So
we got a call that you were being disorderly out in front of the house.
How can she be disorderly? You can't charge someone with disorderly if you didn't see the disorderly conduct. It's so ridiculously stupid.
That's a lie.
That you were shouting at him.
No shouting.
And that you were not letting him get out of the car.
Never did. I was just standing there talking. We were just talking. He never said, move. I'm going to get out of the car. He had the heater on. He turned it off. He started the car back, and we were just talking.
Okay.
There is nothing. Go get whoever said that.
That's what I'm going to.
You know what? Me and Monty.
Can you just stand still, please?
Don't tell me how to move. You're not God.
Wow.
I just asked you to please stand still.
She
doesn't have to stand still. She hasn't done anything wrong. Somebody called, and that's her crime. Is someone called the police and said, we don't like how they're behaving in the driveway.
Quit bossing me around. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I asked you. I'm not bossing.
You know what you're doing, sir. You know what you're doing.
You to stand still,
you know
please.
what you're doing. Stop.
Will you
Your
please?
Ego is out of control.
I said,
stop.
Please. Will you please just settle down?
I'm not doing anything wrong.
We were having a perfectly fine conversation.
Yeah. Me and Monty, did he tell you there was no problem? Did I tell you no problem?
Well, people.
And we didn't see anybody.
So I need to speak to people separately when it's a domestic violence.
Why do you think it's called the Fifth Amendment trifold? Why do you think it's called the Fifth Amendment cop card? You invoke cop cited. Start filming and say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Here's the non-driver card. Number 1 on the non-driver card is cop cited. Start filming and say, I invoke my First Amendment right. Cop approaches and says any words to you at all. While filming, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what it says on your cop card. You get the cop card free with the trifold order.
Stop. You're under arrest. Okay, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
What's she under arrest for? For not being, he didn't say you're being detained. He never said you're being detained. Told her stop moving around. She doesn't have to stop moving around. He didn't say the words. You have to say the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. He has to say the words, you're being detained. He didn't say that.
Hands behind your back. Put your hands
Stop
behind
it.
Your
You're
Put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest.
I'm not doing nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
Ow,
Stop resisting.
I'm not doing nothing.
Stop resisting.
I'm not doing nothing.
Stop resisting.
Just stop right now.
Stop resisting.
Okay,
Put your hands behind your back.
I am. Stop
Put your
right
hands
now.
behind your back.
Stop right now.
Yes,
Stop.
expedite
You're
now.
out. No, you're lying.
Put your hands behind your back.
No,
Put your
I'm
hands
not.
behind your back.
I didn't do nothing, sir.
Put your other hand behind
Please
your back.
stop.
Put
Please
your
don't make
other
this
hand.
something it's not.
Put your hand
I had
behind your
shoulder
back.
surgery. Will you stop?
Put your other hand behind your back
I
then.
didn't do nothing.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Listen, stop. Just stop right now.
Why is he attacking her? He's the one that escalated all of this. She should be able to walk away.
behind you.
You are harassing me. Please stop.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not doing nothing. I don't have a weapon.
Put your hand behind your
I'm
back.
not doing nothing wrong.
Put your hand behind
How
your
you
back.
hit my
Why is he doing this to her?
head? Please
Put your
stop.
hand behind
I'm
your
not doing nothing wrong.
Put your hand behind your
Wow, he's slamming her head on the ground.
back. Put your
Look at her. Why is he doing that to her?
I
hand
didn't do
behind
it.
your back.
Hey,
Put your hand
you know what? I
behind
didn't
your back.
do it.
Put your
Punched her in the face. There's his closed fist right there.
hand behind your back.
Ow! Ow! That hurt!
Put your hand behind your back.
He's hit me!
Stop.
He's hit me!
On your back.
He's hit me!
Now the other brown shirt jackboot thug pig Nazi comes in.
He just hit me in the
Roll
face!
over. Put your hand.
Christ!
Roll over.
I didn't do
Why do you have to roll over on your belly like a dog?
I didn't do nothing! I did nothing! He hit me in the face!
Okay.
He hit me in the face!
Broke her jaw. Officer punches 64-year-old woman in the face, breaking her jaw. Officer given a written reprimand. If it's in their policy that they can punch you in the face and call it pain compliance, well, then he doesn't need qualified immunity. Qualified immunity doesn't matter because he was following the policy. He's going to go to federal court where she sues him. In the district court, she's going to lose. That's where you lose the first time is in district court. The circuit court where you appeal to, then the circuit court, their corrupt judges are just a little bit better than the corrupt judges in the district court. Then in the circuit court, she should win. But then even if she's in Colorado and there's qualified immunity, or New Mexico or Connecticut or New York City where there's qualified immunity has been abolished, the lawyer for the cop is going to pull out the policy of their department and say, Your Honor, he was following policy of the police department.
I didn't do nothing.
Stop. We'll figure it out.
I did not do nothing. He hit me in the face like 3 times.
Figure it
You
out.
got a lawsuit. You got a lawsuit. You cannot do that to somebody. I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. Get the medical here. Get medical here.
He's calmly picking up his clipboard, his pen, after he broke her jaw. He had a ring on his hand. He got a written reprimand.
Right now. Right now.
Look at the other Nazi pigs in there.
He busted my jaw.
Her jaw's broken.
I didn't even move my face. I didn't do anything. Oh, my jaw. Not my jaw. All I did was just say I'm leaving. He has nothing. I didn't do nothing. You know what? This ain't right. This ain't right.
No, it's not right, honey. We know it's not right. This is absolute tyrannical thug pigs. Stacy, I'm calling for a lieutenant or a captain or a major or the prosecutor's office. Chief, what's your name, sir? Beeler? My name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm a nationally known journalist. My videos are seen a million times a day. Everything I do is recorded. And what I do is I call police departments around the country. And when I see something happen on video, millions of people watch my channel. And when I just saw on video happen today is a cop punched a woman in the face and broke her jaw. He escalated it. He did everything he could never said that she was detained. Never told her she was legally detained. He just attacked her and punched her in the face. And then I read online here that he got a written reprimand, sir. In the real world, if I punched you in the face and busted your jaw, it'd be felonious assault. So what's going to happen to this guy?
We're not making any comments due to the litigation case.
Right, but so has he been suspended though without pay?
I'm not making any comments due to the litigation of the case.
Okay, so aside from the case then, let's leave that out. Has anybody else called here and is upset like I am?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, right? So the idea, sir, just so you know.
And I understand. That's why I'm taking every one of these calls that
Sure.
come in.
The policies, procedures, and protocols that are taught in the police academy and the procedures and policies that you guys teach are brutal, inhumane, and barbaric. And we're seeing on camera that the general public no longer trusts police more than 50%. Are you willing to take any changes? Are you willing to listen and take any changes that the public wants to change?
Well, I think that we're always open to listening to things, and I think we're change things often. It may not be as quickly or in certain areas that some people would like to have happen, but I don't think that we're not open to change. I guess for me, maybe that's the better way to say it.
I'm more than willing to come up there and meet with you guys and talk about digital detainment. And what that means is that you no longer grab people. If they're going to run off, you just let them. And you go, listen, you're digitally detained. You're on camera. You point the camera right at them. It's called the Hawthorne effect. I learned it from my friend Press with Rancor. And what that does is it immediately changes people's behavior. Because as soon as they know they're on camera, their behavior changes. Now, if they're whacked out on meth or drunk and swinging punches, some people got to be taken down, man. I'm with you. But why can't we get rid of the torture cuffs? I can answer because the torture cuff company is $1 billion corporation. But if we could get rid of those torture cuffs where you're not putting people's wrists behind their back, then we would start to gain a lot of ground. And I've talked to hundreds of police departments. I've gone to hundreds of police departments. I'm trying to find a police department that's willing to change policy, procedure, and protocol to something more humane, sir. So I want to change things, but it's going to take us actually having to hold our nose and work with these departments that a lot of people hate. I'm just wondering, are you open to change?
I don't know enough about what you're speaking about, so I'm not going to really make any more comments about it.
Okay, well, if I come up there, I'll come up there. Are you actually willing to meet with me face to face and let me show you some of the ideas that I have before I become governor and I change it anyway?
At this particular time, no, I'm not going to be interested. There could be a time down the road.
Okay. Well, when is that time? It's 2024. Give me a month and I'll show up at that month. September?
I don't have one for you.
July? Okay. So you're not.
I don't have one for you.
Okay. Okay. So then this conversation, you just listened to me, and I appreciate you listening and not hanging up. But the idea of actually changing something, when I say, hey, listen, I'll come up there, I'll treat you with respect, that just can't happen. You just can't hear from someone. I'm so tuned into the public, you have no idea. People donate to me thousands. And I hired 4 lawyers last week for different people. I'm hiring a 5th lawyer this week for a guy in Indiana. Like, I'm the real deal. I just want to know if you're the real deal.
Like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to make any comments about the case.
We're not talking about the case. I'm talking about making change. Are you willing to talk about getting rid of torture cuffs and going to digital detainment, or even straps in the front if you have to strap somebody up?
At this particular time, I'm not willing to speak anymore.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, Mr. B. Is it okay? Is it okay if I call you Mr. B? I don't want to butcher your name. Okay. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.